Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are in Austin getting our hiking on at the Wild Basin Wilderness Preserve in West Austin. This preserve is in the hills of West Austin, which is where the Texas Hill Country starts. And the trails offer some pretty spectacular views all around. You get to hike through the top of one of the hills, and it gives you magnificent views of the wilderness. Plenty of cedars to shade you and live oak. The trails are well marked and well shaded, and most of them have wonderful views of the valley below. The pictures really don't do it justice. This video like this looks like this, but when you're there for real, like, you can see how grand and majestic the hills actually look, which is a trouble I've been having during my trips to the hill country, is just showing you how awesome the hills actually are. I mean, they're not mountains, so they're not high, but they're hills with actual valleys in between, and it looks amazing with your eyes, but however you try to capture it with video, iPhone camera, it just sort of blends in all together, and it ends up looking about 50% less spectacular. Still spectacular to a point, but I wish I could really show you. So make sure you go and see it yourself. Next, some of the trails lead you down into the valley, which is what I took, which is what we're seeing. There's some steps that help you along the way. Of course, the way down is always easier than the way up. Once you're there, you are greeted with Twin Falls. There's a little tiny waterfall. But Twin Falls is at the bottom of the creek. You can't really get close to it, which I wish you could, but this was as close as you could get to it. There's no swimming allowed, but it's not really deep enough to swim anyway, so I can see why people don't really swim. But it's still nice to hike down there and look at it. It's a nice destination for when you're hiking. You know, when you're hiking, you want to go hike towards something, not just randomly roam around. So it was nice getting there and then realizing, holy crap, I need to hike back up. So I took my time, drank plenty of water. Thankfully, it was in the shade, so it made things a bit easier. But that is the Wild Basin Wilderness Preserve here in Austin. Make sure you go visit it. Make sure to hike and bring plenty of water and not die like me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.